Welcome to the 10th scenario in Rollercoaster Tycoon 3 Ghost Town, which is indeed a ghost town. We have 0 guests. Okay, we have 2 people walking there. And the park inspector over there. We have a park rating of 0. And a bunch of litter that we need to take care of. And like a 50s horror B-movie, you've been summoned to bring back the dead, breathe new life into this dusty old ghost town. Conjure up a park that caters to the less well-off and use the skeleton of the old town to fund your fiendish plans. So we want 200 guests in park, a coaster with minimum excitement of 4, or actually 2 with 5, so let's just aim for that to start with. Repay the loan of 5,000 out of 15, and then 500 guests in park, and also a speed requirement that we should aim for the coaster. But I suppose we should try to take care of the litter in the park first here. So let's have a janitor over there, let's have a janitor over there, in the middle, towards the end there, and towards the end here, and hopefully they'll take care of that. And let's start with the coaster from the get-go here. So let's see here, we can build, I want to try the wooden coaster. It would fit in quite well, I think. So I'll try to build that over here, so I will do that. Alright, so here's a coaster. It's got an excitement rating of 6, so that's good enough. However, I think the speed results, max speed of 68, won't make it for the Tycoon level, but I guess we have one more coaster to build, so we'll have to make sure to succeed with that on that one. But let's just make a simple station to start with and not get too excited with making a station building just yet. So let's start with something like that. And we should also see here, we have Spook Shakes Chicken, just some novelty t-shirts, and then the amenities. We have just one junior ride, a couple thrill rides, and a couple gentle rides. So for research, do we want any? I think possibly the corkscrew coaster could be suitable for the speed requirement later on, so possibly we don't need anything there, but let's just have a little bit of that. And for junior rides, a little bit. We want thrill rides, not so many water rides, maybe a gentle ride, and I don't think we need, well, maybe some shops and facilities would be nice. So let's save that. We don't have any people in the park, so we don't want to use up all our money, but maybe we want to place at least one other attraction in the park. So we could start off with, should we build that over here so that we have all the people here? Maybe we could have one halfway gallows swing. We have 2 houses built with like the spooky themed scenery, and the other ones I think are just generic themes, so we should place this one near that, just sort of prepared for a path inside here. So let's make use of that. So it can be, let's just have it right there, and we'll have the entrance. So let's have the entrance over there and the exit right there, and we'll make like we'll use the, oh, that's tricky. That's not fair. Alright then. We'll just do like so. Not that they really have to be there, but... Thank you. So I'll have a couple of spooky attractions in here. And a queue we might want to keep, not to have too long a queue. Not that high excitement. So let's have that. And then the question is if people will find their way there, so I think we should also place some sort of information booth here towards the entrances. Luckily we have two entrances, or on two sides. So let's just place one information booth there, and also on the other side. Should we have the map up top? I don't know if that makes any difference, but last time people were trying to buy umbrellas for some reason instead of the map. And here we can have it just also by the side of the road, I suppose. So let's just have it there. Alright, so we have 2 people, 4 people coming towards the park. None over there. And the price we can take for this one is, we can probably take quite a bit for that. So let's start with some 450 maybe. And hopefully our park will slowly fill up. Oh no, we have a negative company value. That's not good. We got Windsurfer. Why did we get Windsurfer? Right, so we're slowly getting, we have about 4 people in the park, and the janitors have taken care of quite a bit of litter here. That's great. Hopefully that means a lot more people will come. Looks like they do. Great. Are these the first customers for the roller coaster here? We got coffee. The park inspector became the first one. I don't know what to think about that. But here, Mr. Roy D is queuing for the coaster. Will you have any thoughts about it? You don't need an umbrella. Well, told you. And you were attacked by a seagull. That's not too nice. And off they go. And apparently we are past the apprentice level in here, so we have 200 guests in the park. That's great. Yeah, we have this one coaster. But now let's start with taking this one. See how it is. I'm not too content with the end of it. It's like almost as if a third of the coaster is just to get back to the station one way. But I also had to consider the money. And also had a little bit of constraint since you see the park perimeter there, the fence. But it's just enough to get over the hills. Also this one again. And from here on onwards it breaks a little bit here. And this path is, or this part is basically just to get back to the station here. So there we have that. So in one way we need to repay our loan and build a coaster with an excitement level of 5. Hopefully also with a minimum speed of 93.6 kilometers per hour. But I guess we should, or we have to use our money first with some other attractions to get some more revenue. And then it's a waiting game to see our bank account grow. So with the 3,000 in our bank, let's spend about 1,000 on new attractions and also 1,000 at some stalls for food and some toilets for the guests, so that they don't starve and die while we wait for our bank account to grow. So let's put then maybe the ghost house ride. It could be placed here, I think could be one spot. So let's have you there. Have the there's an exit, sure. And we'll have just a small path that goes around here. Can open that one. Let's then also have our spooky shakes in this area. You see right there. Just increase the price just a little bit. Then in our other area, let's place the, what do we have, double swinging inverter. That one could be placed behind these buildings right here. I hope I didn't destroy them by doing that. We'll just have, okay, we'll have that type of entrance. So let's have you right there. And we'll have still the same type of path for you. Great. And we need some food as well. So let's just place some chicken on this path. That's great. So with our lack of money or etc., we need to save up money. I won't spend too much on scenery items. We got a new attraction robot arm. Actually, we can probably reduce this quite a bit. Let's just spend some 50 on that. We don't need a roller coaster, I don't think, because I looked at the corkscrew here, and there's one that has a max speed of 97, which will be sufficient for us. So let's just play it safe and use that one, but it costs some 12,000. So we need to save up quite a bit for that. We also need to repay this loans, which is at 5,000. So we need some 1,800. No, not 1,800, 18,000. But we need to open this one up also. Can probably increase the price a bit for these. Did not increase the price for this one over here. Oh, I also forgot to place a queue for this one. That's no good. Sure, let's just do this instead then. And this one can also be set a bit higher. We forgot to place the toilets, so let's also do that. I think I want those there. If we can build it into the station building later on. So let's just have it like so. I think also most of our janitors have done their job, so let's see, where are you? Janitor 1. We still need to take care of this entire path. So let's just assign you this area all the way to the entrance. I don't think there will be too much litter on this path here. Janitor 2, you are over there, so you can have the entire spooky area. You're welcome. Janitor 3, you are way over here, but we will, okay, let's see, where's 4 and 5. Okay, 5 is already here, so you'll have, I guess, between there and out here. And we also had Janitor 4 over here, so it will give you this entire path. And Janitor 3, I think, sadly we'll have to let you go. And we'll also place signs here that we don't want people to enter this area. So no entry for you. And now it's really dark. So yeah, we can probably also place some bins and some lights. And with that, we'll just have to speed the time up and wait for more guests in the park and more revenue. Thank you for watching this episode. As always, my name is Søren, and I will see you in the next one.